Last time in Mass Effect, a possible Geth incursion was stopped in the Terminus systems. At the end of the whole set of missions, you discover a recording of Aquarian lamentation that has been transmitted to the Geth homeworlds. I took that as indicating that the research station on the final world was purposely transmitting the Aquarians' feeling of loss, possibly in an attempt to give the Geth empathy toward their plight. Only thing is, by sending out that transmission, all the researchers accomplished was acquiring the Geth's attention. The other outposts didn't exist as a staging ground to attack the rest of the galaxy, but rather as a staging ground to attack the final research station. I've been reading some other theories about this part of the game, and there was one that seemed pretty interesting. The theory states that the lamentation was not transmitted by the researchers, but rather by the Geth themselves. The song itself is data that is held onto by the Geth. Perhaps they do so as a reminder as to where they came from, or that they're separate from Saren and the Reapers. The main reason why I don't hold stock to this theory, especially the part in regard to Saren, is that one of the previous Geth outposts is filled with husks, of which are dependent entirely on Reaper technology. I imagine that...
Admiral Hackett, Commander.
Oh, hold on a second.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hackett out.
I spoke too soon. So their theory is still that that was a staging area for everybody. But that doesn't really take in consideration the lamentation data. I imagine that all the Geth you see in Mass Effect 1 are in league with the Saren and the Reapers, because most of their units are dependent on Reaper technology. Also, there's precedents in regard to Geth that are separate from the Reapers, as seen in the character Legion from the Mass Effect sequels. For now, though, let us turn our attention to space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Normandy, and its mission to explore strange new worlds. To seek out barren, mostly lifeless rocks, and to kill everything that it lives upon them. These are its voyages and its adventures.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
Former scientists? Sounds like someone has a project they'd like to keep secret.
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by thresher maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
So they were
You think
involved.
these scientists had something to do with the attack?
I'm not certain what I think, but it's worth investigating. There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. 5th Fleet out.
Now, I believe this mission is affected whether you had, like one of the origin stories, you could have chosen to be like the sole survivor of a thresher maw attack. And when you go down to find what happened to Dr. Wayne, the person who's been killing all the scientists is apparently one last survivor who is getting his revenge. And they try to kind of like get Commander Shepard to be like, yeah, it's okay for you to kill all these scientists. They have it coming because of, you know, the Thresher mod that killed everybody. Oh. It appears that this is not an entirely lifeless rock. There is an indigenous species I can talk to. Or there's a talk function, but nothing happens.
Ready to move.
Most mysterious. See this? This is a nice flat plateau. No giant rocks. Nothing to get in my way. Just driving off to the distant storms flashing in the horizon. Oh. Looks like I've attracted some attention. Some very long distance attention. This game has like Far Cry-esque snipers going on here. Although I suppose if I decided to make a... Eesh. Okay, that's entertaining. If I made like a more combat character versus a... What kind of character did I make? A sentinel. Then maybe I would too be able to snipe them from really far away. Take that, boxes. And there is a lot of asset reuse in this game. A lot of it. Especially for these side missions. And it's got the same setup as all the other pillbox-esque buildings. So I know there's going to be that giant main center area, and then that split off towards the back. Alright, hold on a second while I go through my inventory. Alright, that'll do for now. First, let's clear out some bad guys. Okay, that was a bit chaotic, but hey, it seems to be getting results.
Enemies everywhere!
Kinda, sorta. Truly the most successful. I mean, Caden died, but like he's back up. See? That worked. If only I had some medical kit in order to save Caden. Give him back some of that health that he was missing out on. If only, really. But supplies, they're so short these days. Now, clearly, story wants me to go that way. So I'm going to go here first. There is nothing to do there.
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard. Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help! It's Corporal! Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
Lower your weapon and step away from the doctor slowly, or I will fire.
You fire, and there's a good chance my gun goes off. You'll be wiping your scientist friend off the walls. Toombs is clearly crazy. Please, officer, help me. You think I'm afraid to die? All that matters to me is killing the man who ruined my life.
Is there a reason why there's so much echo in this room?
We don't always get what we want, Toombs.
I thought I was dead. Thank you. Here, for your trouble. I don't think I'll ever forget that madman's face.
I don't know what you did to him, but I don't think he chose you by accident.
He'd killed my colleagues. We worked on Aku's, studying thresher moths to detect them earlier. He must have lost friends to an attack, then heard about our research and blamed us for failing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I can't stand to be in here another moment.
Toombs' dead eyes are still pinched with frustration and rage. The scientist, eyeing the corpse with distaste, dabs his face with a cloth. For better or worse, the situation is resolved. Truly, Commander Shepard, the hero of the situation. Not the hero that they deserve, but the hero they need. Although I suppose this kind of reveals my own sense of morality when it comes to approaching this game. There are characters I care about, and there are characters that I clearly don't care about. And Corporal Toombs, well, I wonder what that corporal's going to have written on his tombstone. If they leave that body there and don't come to collect it, will that station be his tomb? I'll stop now. Although I suppose this is also kind of reminding me of... so I've been playing Night in the Woods at the same time. And there's a long speech in Night of the Woods where a character is describing their violent past. And how they looked at somebody... They could no longer see the faces and the people. All they saw were shapes and figures, and lines written describing themselves. They were just written lines of dialogue in front of shapes. Do I see Corporal Toombs as a non-person, as a non-entity, because he is essentially just an NPC to me? Huh, what is down here? A Turian corpse. And what the hell are these? That is a giant bug. Take that, indigenous life form.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. You did well to save the doctor. I suppose we'll never know what set Toombs off. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
See, I did a good job. I saved the day. Actually, let's see if it says anything about those life forms.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
How permanent a solution are you looking for?
We don't want this to turn into a massacre, Commander. Kyle is dangerous. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
So basically, try not to kill everybody. Got it. Oh no, a Thresher Maw! Nothing could have prepared me for this. This dance of bullets and missiles and acid spit. Is this what turn-based combat looks like in real time? Like Mass Effect the RPG? Oh, there are enemies on this side of the map. Even though I'm completely far away from the main biotic base. There was a Thresher Maw, and now there is whatever this is. And they're dead. Ah, this base has not only the pillbox station, but also the larger research block. They have all the reusable assets.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
He shouldn't have killed those investigators. This problem isn't gonna go away.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Now, I suppose in this case, basically I'm saying, hey, I won't kill all of you because Boss Man says I should try to avoid that. Otherwise, I suppose it would have been okay.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
The other Kyle says our voice actors were hired very quick-like to do some specific voices.
Just because we're biotics doesn't mean we don't deserve to be treated fairly.
Father Kyle seems to be saying a lot of things.
The Alliance wants to wipe us out. Father Kyle told us.
It's kind of odd having the run button also be a weird, like, kind of camera zoom in button, also be the talk button.
Alliance sent assassins to kill Father Kyle, but we stopped.
So did the followers do that without Father Kyle's instructions?
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless.
Oh, nope, he did it.
Choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
You can still get out of this alive, Major. Surrender and nobody will get hurt.
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must.
There's a lot of
face the
lens flare
consequences
going
of your
on there.
actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
I never meant to execute those prisoners.
Come with me, Major. It's over.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can have an Alliance Command Patrol pick Major Kyle up. I just hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Of course I know what I'm doing, Garrus. I always know what I'm doing. Most of the time, at least. 60% of the time, I know what I'm doing 100% of the time. What's he like? No. Like you wanna... There we go. You wanna select something, but it also goes into the weird zoom in run at the same time. Mysterious. I wonder if I could just pull out a gun and start shooting everybody. Will it just kind of like switch to the other path of the quest where you decide to betray everybody? Or you decide that Father Kyle's children need to all die? Or will it just not let me do it?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
That's why I'm the best. Okay, so what is left for me to do other than actually play the main game? So there's the Pinnacle Station. There's probably a couple things for me to do back in Citadel. It was only a matter of time before I found myself up against the forces of mercenaries. Luckily, they don't really need really great shields, considering my terrible aim. Sure, it only takes one cannon shot to kill him. Ah, it's one of these underground level types. filled with loads of boxes. Alright, I'll just take everybody from this side. It'll work out great. Everybody will be happy. Except for the Syndicate members. They won't be happy at all. And the crime boss is down. That's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn that these two scum are no longer a problem. Ah, this door goes nowhere. Thank you for watching. If you've still got the itch for more content, why not give one of those links a try? Got some questions or comments, you can comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. In the meantime, so long, folks.